This is probably one of the most colossal beefs in the Western music industry. From storming stages to viral nudes, this feud has opened new chapters for over a decade. But how did it start? And how come it hasn't been resolved within the last 14 years? Strap in, because this is what really happened between Kanye West and Taylor Swift. The First Shot. This award-winning feud coincidentally started at the VMAs in 2009. A then 19-year-old Taylor Swift had just won the Best Female Video award. But Kanye had something else on his mind. He jumped on the stage and grabbed the microphone halfway into Taylor's speech.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Taylor turned red with embarrassment, and Beyonce also looked apologetic and confused. But the first shot was taken, and it echoed loudly into the history books. People started to diss Kanye for his unsolicited act of service. Even the then President of the United States, Barack Obama, called him a jackass.
The young lady seems like a perfectly nice person. She's getting her award. What's he doing?
Why would he do that?
He's a jackass.
Later that year, Kanye repentantly told Jay Leno on The Tonight Show that he actually felt bad. Like every other celebrity cop-out, he blamed the booze and his emotions.
I immediately knew in this situation that it was wrong and it wasn't a spectacle or just, it's actually someone's emotions, that I stepped on, and it was rude, period. And, I'd like to be able to apologize to her in person.
Then Taylor also came up to say that Kanye had apologized to her. She accepted his apology, so they were cool for a while. And then Taylor kept making waves in the music industry, wiggling her way into our hearts and becoming America's favorite, including Kim Kardashian.
Number one song on my iPod, Taylor Swift, Love Story.
You just love her?
I love Taylor Swift. I'm the biggest Taylor Swift fan.
In 2013, Kanye retracted his apology. He went on New York Times News saying, "I don't have one regret. If anyone's reading this, waiting for some type of full-on flat apology for anything, they should just stop reading right now. I have, as a human being, fallen to peer pressure." Same guy that said he was sorry a few years ago? Is he bipolar? All jokes aside, in 2015, they spent quite some time together at the Grammys and took a lot of pictures together. People started murmuring about a soon-to-be musical collaboration between Kanye and Taylor. And when Kanye was asked about it in an interview, he was quick to humor everyone, saying things like, "She wants to get into the studio, and we're definitely going to go in. Any artist with an amazing point of view, perspective, fan base, I'm down to get into the studio and work. I don't discriminate." From the look of things, there wasn't any upcoming collab. And during an interview with Vanity Fair, Taylor said, "We haven't planned any collaboration, but hey, I like him as a person, and that's a really good, nice first step." Then at the 2015 MTV Video Music Awards, Taylor was elected to present Kanye with the Vanguard Award and give a small speech for him, and it was definitely a highlight of the show.
I first met Kanye West 6 years ago at this show, actually. Since then, we've had a lot of time to talk about a lot of different things. It seemed like everyone in the world knew about our infamous encounter at the VMAs. But something that you may not know is that Kanye West's album, College Dropout, was the very first album that my brother and I ever bought on iTunes when I was 12 years old. I have been a fan of his since I can remember, because Kanye defines what it is to be a creative force in music, fashion, and, well, life. And so I guess I have to say to all the other winners tonight, I'm really happy for you, and I'm gonna let you finish.
We all believed that Kanye and Taylor were cool, because he even sent her flowers that night. But it all changed when he released his new song in 2016, Famous.
I had this line where I said, and my wife really didn't like this one because we tried to make it nicer. So I said, "It's for all my Southside that know me best. I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex." And my wife was really not with that one. She was way more into the "she owes you sex." But then the O part was like the feminist group type that I was like,
That's the part
yeah.
that's gonna kind of, I mean, they're both really edgy, but just that's the only thing about that line is that it's like, it's just the feminists are gonna come out. But I mean, you don't give a so.
Yeah, basically. Well, what I give a about is just you as a person and as a friend. I want things that make you feel good. I don't want to do rap that makes people feel bad. Like, of course, like, I'm mad at Nike and that. And so people think like, oh, he's a bully. He ran on stage with Taylor. He's bullying Nike now, this $50 billion company.
Why are people saying you're bullying Nike?
Because on facts, like I said, like, Yeezy, they line up for days. Nike out here bad. They can't get shit away. They,
Yeah.
That is...
That's just what you do, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's like possible to bully a company like Nike, but go with whatever line you think is better. It's obviously very tongue-in-cheek either way.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate you telling me about it. That's really nice.
Oh, yeah. I felt I just had a responsibility to you as a friend, you know, and thanks for being like so cool about it.
In an unexpected twist worthy of any Hollywood script, it seemed like Kanye flipped again. When his then new song Famous was released, the world exploded with questions, and it seemed like Kanye froze time in its place with this one. Obviously, anyone who listened to the song could understand why Taylor Swift might have a problem with it. But then the situation quickly became a he say, she say controversy, because Kanye claimed Taylor Swift knew about the song, because he asked her permission ahead of time. To back that up, Kim Kardashian released a video of an actual phone conversation between Ye and Swift that did seem like the two were talking about the song, and that Taylor approved the content. In the call conversation, Taylor is heard saying things like, "It's like a compliment. If people ask me about it, look, I think it would be great for me to be like, he called me and told me before it came out. Joke's on you guys, we're fine." Kim K, who was riding for her husband at the time, edited a sort of gotcha video and was posting it all over the app formerly known as Twitter. Kanye commented, "I'm so glad my wife has Snapchat, because now y'all know the truth. Taylor was silent for a while, but the Swifties, her diehard fans, weren't." James King, Carly Kloss, and Gigi Hadid addressed the situation directly on social media. Taylor's brother, Austin Swift, got creative with his rebuttal. He put up a video of himself spring cleaning and trashing his Yeezy 350 boots in the process, creatively calling Kanye and his brand trash. Although Taylor kinda got exposed for being a little disingenuous about knowing about the song, the media machine behind Taylor and the Swifties swiftly pushed that out of public consciousness and shook it off, regained the narrative, and flipped it back on Kanye again. And whichever side you take on that issue, she still had the most memorable smackdown when she used being mentioned in that song to fire shots at Kanye during her Grammy acceptance speech.
And as the first woman to win Album of the Year at the Grammys twice, I want to say to all the young women out there, there are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame. But if you just focus on the work and you don't let those people sidetrack you, someday when you get where you're going, you'll look around and you will know that it was you and the people who love you who put you there. And that will be the greatest feeling in the world. Thank you for this moment.
Taylor Swift is well known for being a feminist, and one of Taylor's friends, also a feminist, Lena Dunham, chimed in with her 2 cents and blasted Kanye about gender stereotypes and objectifying women's bodies, and she leaped in the mix to call the video sickening and disturbing. The video still remains on YouTube. Despite Dunham's commentary, the video features both men and women in kind of the same conditions and still remains on YouTube. Each celebrity is unclothed in a row on the bed, with Ye in the middle of a naked Taylor and Kim K. The video looked like a homemade video footage of a large bed filled with celebrities that looked like they were sleeping after an orgy, featuring Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, George W. Bush, Donald Trump, Anna Wintour, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Ray J, Amber Rose, Caitlyn Jenner, Bill Cosby, and Kanye were all synthetically crafted from wax to make it look as real as possible. Taylor's rebuttal. Taylor clapped back eventually, and although it took a while, it was definitely worth the wait. She put up a post on Instagram that reads, "Where is the video of Kanye telling me he was going to call me that in his song?" it doesn't exist because it never happened. Notice Taylor did not deny knowing about the song. However, she pivoted and made it an ethical issue. She ended the post with a caption, "That moment when Kanye West secretly records your phone call." Then Kim K posted on the internet. Then Kim clapped back with her own tweets about the situation. Eventually, the entire phone call was released. Honestly, there was really no new information. Kanye was, in fact, discussing his song idea with Taylor, respectfully before it was released. But different media camps still had different interpretations.
It's a Good Friday. We're dropping as a Good Friday song. So that's why I'm calling you, that I wanted you to put the song out. Yeah. All right.
Like, what would people, I guess it would just be people would be like, why is this happening?
Well,
I think it had something to do with it, probably.
Well, the reason why it will be happening is because it has a very controversial line at the beginning of the song about you.
What does it say?
Okay, so it says, and the song is so dope, and I've literally sat with my wife, with my whole management team, with everything, and tried to rework this line. I've thought about this line for 8 months. I've had this line and I tried to rework it every which way. And the original way that I thought about it is the best way, but it's the most controversial way. So it's gonna go Eminem a little bit. So can you brace yourself for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It says, wait a second, you sound sad.
Well, is it gonna be mean?
No, I don't think it's mean.
Okay, then let me hear it.
Okay. It says, and the funny thing is, when I first played it and my wife heard it, she was like, huh? What? That's too crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then like when Ninja from D Antwoord heard it, he was like, oh my God, this is the craziest shit. This is why I love Kanye, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And now it's like my wife's favorite line. I just want to give you some premise of that, right? Okay. So it says, to all my South Side that know me best, I feel like Taylor Swift might owe me sex.
That's not mean.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, this is the thing where I'm calling you because you got an army. You own a country of 2 billion people, basically, that if you felt that it's funny and cool and like hip hop and felt like, you know, just the college dropout and the artist like Ye that you love, then I think that people would be like way into it. And that's why I think it's super genius to have you be the one that says, oh, I like this song a lot. Like, yeah, whatever, you know, this is cool, whatever. It's like, you know, like I got like on my album where I'm like, I bet me and Ray J will be friends if we ain't let us say.
I mean, I need to think about it because I just need to, like, you know, you hear some things for the first time and you just need to think about it.
Yeah.
Because it is absolutely crazy. I'm glad it's not mean, though. It doesn't feel mean. But, like, oh my God, the build-up you gave it, I thought it was going to be like that stupid, dumb, like, but it's not.
This earned a lot of mixed reactions, but it didn't stir up the world like Taylor's announcement of her 6th album release, called Reputation. She teased the media with many videos featuring a snake as a nod to the snake emoji Kim K had used against her. Then she wrote a number of award-winning diss tracks for Kanye, like her first single off the album, Look What You Made Me Do, and another track titled, This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. There I was giving you a second chance. If only you weren't so shady, but you stabbed me in the back while shaking my hand. And therein lies the issue. Friends don't try to trick you, get you on phone and mind twist you. Taylor Swift. During an interview with Andy Cohen, Kim said the bad blood between Taylor and Kanye was gone, and the beef was squashed. I'm over it. I feel like we'd all moved on. Well, maybe that was the case for Kim and her ex-husband. But y'all, Taylor was just warming up. In 2020, she announces a surprise album release for all her Swifties at the exact same time as Kanye would drop Donda, the album he named after his late mother. This meant bad business for Kanye, but she didn't care, and she wasn't about to let past stuff slide. In an interview with Time, she voiced out saying, Make no mistake, my career was taken away from me, took me down psychologically to a place I've never been before. I moved to a foreign country. I didn't leave a rental house for a year. I was afraid to get on phone calls. I pushed away most people in my life because I didn't trust anyone anymore. I went down really, really hard. The missing resolution. The wound from this fight and the chances of resolving this feud are very slim. Last year, we actually thought things were cooling off, especially after seeing a video of Kanye's ex-wife and daughter dancing to Taylor's Shake It Off on their joint TikTok account. But nope, that's not the case. Taylor keeps coming and came again with the album release of the Tortured Poets Department, and her song Thank You All Me totally stole the show. This song doesn't just spell Kim's name in capital letters, it actually talks about their beef. And one day your kids come home singing a song that only us two is gonna know about you. With the look of things, we doubt Taylor will ever drop what went down. There is still some heat on this one, and it's probably only a matter of time before one of them strike again. So now we bring it over to you guys. Who threw the hardest blows in this beef? Do you think Ye is plotting away? He can take the reins again? Let us know your thoughts below, and if you want to watch another crazy story about hip-hop beefs, check out these other videos. Help us in the algorithm by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Let us know some other beefs you want us to cover, or any other video ideas for that matter. And if you come through with some good ideas, we will add them to the list. Thanks for watching, and as always, we will see you in the next one.